So we all go to trial, bro. We sitting just like this at a table. Me, Mac Dre, Kilo, all three of us. We go through a 2-week trial, do all the shit, and they come back, find us all guilty. They give Mac Dre 5 years, give Kilo 8 years, give me 10 years.
You thought you were going to beat it, or did this seem like it was already not going to go well?
Nah, I mean, shit, really thought we was going to beat it. To me, I'm thinking how, at the bare minimum, they guilty for conspiracy.
Yeah.
But here's the catch-22. The informant never came to trial. So my lawyer, who I paid $60,000 to, tells me, if he don't come, we got this.
How'd you convince him to not come?
So, well, we didn't convince him.
You sure? I don't think they could try you for it now.
So what did they? So they did
wild
so
shit right here, dude.
Hey, you were thinking it too.
But that's the cold thing about it. That's what the DA did. The DA painted that picture. The DA said that some members of the Romper Room crew had kidnapped him, and what they couldn't get a hold to him, and that his mama and them told him that he had been kidnapped at one point, and told if he come to trial that he was gonna be this, that, the other. They said all type of shit, and they said this in front of the court, where it got to the point they told him he couldn't say that, it got thrown out, but they already said it in front of the jury, said all this bullshit. You know, it wasn't unproven shit, it was just hearsay. Then they started pointing out people in our courtroom that was members of our crew and saying that they here to intimidate, because the courtroom, mind you, was full. When we was going to trial, the courtroom is full to capacity. It's all in the news. Mac Dre, Romper Rooms, all the shit. And like I say, this was the breaking of the dudes behind all the bank robberies to them. This is, oh shit, it was all the time. This was them. You feel me? So this was crazy news back at the time. So with that being said, we all, like I said, we all get found guilty, get sent to the feds. Mac Dre do every single day of his time at Lompoc Federal Penitentiary. Not a low, not a camp, not a medium, every single day. Parole from Lompoc.
You say that to say that they wanted him bad.
Oh yeah, they wanted
him to suffer.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he didn't break. You feel me? And in these times, in these days, bro, and mind you, man, let's go back to the fact that I stated that Jive Records wanted him too.
Yeah.
Let's not get that fucked up.
Yeah.
So now you put one of these young rap dudes a day under that kind of pressure where they got a major label.
They tell it. Just
a major label.
Say it, bro.
A major
That's
label.
what they're doing.
And they niggas on the line, which, because he could have easily walked in there. Drake could have easily went home within, I know everything. Yeah, Kilo, Diggs, Don. He could have did all that shit. They would have gave him a trophy to get up out of there, and he could have went right back to his career. You feel me? But he didn't do that. He went to prison, and that's why a lot of people be like, well, why you go so hard for Dre? And I just told you.
That's why, right
I
there.
just told you.
Because it could have been way more greasier.
He gave up his career, my nigga.
He gave up his career.
He gave up his career. I'll be the first one to say that. You feel
That's
me?
live.
I apologize to his mama when that happened. You feel what I'm saying? Our whole family sat in there and watched us go through that whole shit. And like I say, he is the only person that I can say from the bottom of my heart on every child that I got, and I got 10 of them, that I know went to federal prison for something he had nothing to do with. Yeah, he knew what his niggas was doing, but he ain't had nothing to do with the planning. He had nothing to do with none of that shit.
He just took a ride with y'all that day.
That day, he was trying to go hang out with a little chick that he met, feeling like, okay, it's this work as usual. I see y'all when y'all get back.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he got caught up.
So how long did you do? Did you end up getting out early?
Nah, I did 10 years. I ended up getting more time. I caught a whole nother case while I was in.
I know the feds, they want pretty much all of it.
Yeah, I caught an introduction case. Bringing in marijuana. It's called contraband, but bringing in weed.
How were you doing it?
Through balloons.
They were flying balloons?
No. I was swallowing balloons.
Oh, okay. With weed?
I was swallowing balloons in the visiting room. I would go in the visiting room.
Go in there and throw them up.
I would go in the visiting room. My little chick, she would go pop some popcorn and shit, and she'd put some put some little white balloons and shit in the popcorn, and she'd do the colorful ones in the M&Ms and come and sit my shit down.
And you'd have to shit it out or throw it up?
Either or. Sometimes I would throw it up. Sometimes I would shit it up.
How much weed is the most you ever had in your stomach at once?
I would only do like an ounce at a time.
Shit.
So it'd be like, so what I got caught with 15 balloons. And what they did is they put me in a dry cell. So I was in there. I eat, swallow, drink my shit, do my visit. So after the visit, at the end of the visit, they tell all inmates to the back of the visiting room. So that was, regular. So we go to the back of the visiting room. So on this particular day, it was a long-ass line and everybody waiting. So I tried to go to the back, open the door like, bro, let me go use the bathroom. And, Trying to look. I opened the door. They got all kind of lieutenants and shit back there. They like, oh, no, come on, Diggs. I'm like, oh, no, I wait. They're like, no, come on, Diggs.
Glad you popped your head on up in here.
They was already in there getting their whole shit together.
How do you think they knew?
Huh?
How'd they know?
Cameras. Cameras. And what it was is they was already, I was every time, every time I would go on a visit, somehow they had the best weed on the compound. You start smelling that shit everywhere. People start talking. All the shit. I mean, it's only a compound. You feel me? People start figuring it out.
Yeah.
So they start, after a while, I had been on the compound for a minute, so after a while, they kind of figured out that I was the one of the people bringing in weed.
And you were smoking it and selling it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It just feels like,
bit.
because how much is that shit going for at that, like,
Oh, shit.
must have been a lot, right?
Literally, bro, in prison, you could take an ounce and break it down of weed and break it down to about $3,000, bro. And 1 ounce. You can literally, like.
Niggas up in there smoking
Yeah,
pears.
nigga, it's
Yeah, what was the preferred method of ingesting it? Because you weren't smoking no woods in there, right?
Nah. Oh, we would tear everything from the wrapping around toilet paper to Bible paper. It depended on what you can find. Yeah, they sold, cigarettes at one time. At one time, when we first came in, they still sold tobacco, so we would get the little. They sold Black and Milds and shit like that. But then after that, when it started getting like that, we would just start bringing it in and making sure they had papers or whatever else with it. We had Zags. Make sure you put a whole balloon full of Zags and all the shit. And then eventually it got, at one time, we had the COs. It was different times. But when I got caught, I was bringing it in myself, and they took me to a dry cell. They made me shit into a pan, and they came in with cameras and watched me use the bathroom, went and played. You feel me?
This must have been.
Yeah.
Was this a humiliating experience?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Because they had me in a cell, like literally with the light on all day, no bathroom in that motherfucker. Had a slab of metal in the middle of the room. You feel me? And it's in the hole. I'm in the hole, so everybody got all the big wigs come walk through there every day. They come and they looking all in there. Oh yeah, what are you in there for? They telling all my business. I ain't in there with just some boxers on. And, I'm in there going hard. When you in a hole, you start going hard. You going, fuck y'all, all the shit. Because what happened was the lieutenant tell me, he said, bro, you give me, matter of fact, it was the captain. He said, you give me 3 clean shits and I'm going to let you out. So when I go in that thing, I go in there the first night, I give them a little bit, clip it off. They go play in it.
Clip it.
Yeah, they go play in that. They go play in it. Yeah, this real shit, bro. Let me tell you, this prison shit. They go play in it. Come back, okay, you clean. You feel me? They literally coming down in my room with a camera, a bedpan, and all this shit. Like,
so you're so in control of your own bowel movements that you're able to sort of like shift the balloons up and move the shit down?
I'm not shifting them, though.
No,
so
but you want to, right?
They hadn't moved all the way down.
He said they got to give him 3. So he's like, he don't give a fuck, nigga, if it's a little nougat.
Yeah.
Nougat.
No, that's 1.
Yeah, that's 1.
Give you another one, that's 2.
Yeah, so wait a few hours.
It's shit like Russian roulette, nigga. He's hoping every one come out.
I'm praying don't nothing come out. So I literally had gave them 3, right? So they tell me, okay, well, you got to wait till the captain come in the morning, and woo. So the captain come in at lunchtime, like, and he come in there, he tell me, he say, Diggs, I know I told you 3, and I normally would be 3. He say, but he say my informant's normally not wrong. He say, you give me 1 more clean one. Bro, the next shit I gave him 15 balloons bounced out of me. It was everywhere. I
He was a straight mule up in that bitch.
Came out at one time. It was over.
Yo, does it feel different smoking something knowing that it has passed through the human body?
Shit, when you in prison, that shit is
whatever works.
Motherfucker ain't think about none of that. We just happy to have it.
Next shit I smoke, I'm gonna be thinking about that. I'm gonna be so thankful.
Bro, yeah, be thankful, bro. This is a beautiful place to be, because that shit up in there, bro, it's a different way of life. And you know what I mean? We went through it. This nigga 18 years. He did 18 years in that thing, man. I got all my niggas, like I did, my 10 years that I did was short. Mickey Kilo, I got a nigga just came home from 27 behind bank robbery. 27 years.
I need everybody to check out NoJumper.com. We officially started a blog. It has in-depth articles about current events, music, etc., plus all of our content in terms of podcasts, interviews, etc. And you can get some exclusive new merch if you check out NoJumper.com. So make sure you tap in.